Hello, everybody. Sorry I've been late like a few minutes, but you guys know, come in. I'm coming. I'm here. So before we get started with this and going and dive into the topic, have some kind of like a few announcements and reminders for you guys. I will be traveling, so tomorrow I may have some little surprise for you around this time. We'll see how it's gonna go, how the situations will be, and so on. But I'm gonna be traveling day after tomorrow. I'm gonna be traveling to Spain. Most of you already know about it, but just kind of like to remind you until I get to things. So I hope probably Saturday is gonna be the time we're going to have some a live chat again here, and that it's kind of like the reminders and so on. I'm pretty much ready for this trip. After that, I have to go to the United States, so it's going to be at some traveling doing, but that is it by the end of the month. That is it, the end of the month situations, but I'm going to be available here after Saturday. Sunday, I'm going to be available if you need something, if you need help. So, what we're going to be talking about the intentions on making decisions and thinking about them first before we're thinking about ourselves and situations. So, right now, if we are going to be talking about this intentions, intentions, intentions. So you put something intentions from within. So you got to look at it within these words, intentions, okay? Because there is a difference between intentions and attention, okay? And here we're going to be talking about these intense situations of what's going on within the twin flames. A lot of the people has been asking about this intense within the connections. What there is the intensity, what is it, the situations for it. We're going to be talking about the twin flames here. And I want to say thank you. The credit goes to Tiffany H. And with that being said, Tiffany, I want to say thank you for this topic. If you guys have any topic suggestions, please ask at the end. Now is the time when I have to do, as usual, recognize the people who so far came into the chat. In the chat, please ask some questions. Maybe wait for it, and please don't blow my chat, because blowing the chat, it confuses me, but so is everybody else. Okay? If you have some questions, we're going to answer it little by little, okay? Just be patient. Okay? So, Unseen and Said, Sonia, thank you for coming in. Grande, thank you for coming in. Diamond B, thank you. Thank you for you and Divino being here. Thank you for the support you're doing to me. I appreciate it for it. Who else is here? Let's see. Elizabeth, thank you for being here. Lorianne Diaz, thank you. Thank you for the support. And I also love your post there at Facebook. And Paulina, hey, tuning in. Yes, very good energies there. It's going on. And without an overdue, I'm going to be congratulate all of you females talking about today's the International Day of the Females. I didn't send personal message to any females today. I just posted on the Facebook, because if I have to send personal messages, that it is a lot of work I need to do. A lot. So that's what it is. I want to publicly congratulate you. Look at it, your feminine energies from within you. And also today, it is another holiday. That is a Holi. That is the celebrations of the colors of love. Okay, that is it. The happiness that is creating of colors of love. Most of the time, this Holi, it is more connecting, like we are celebrating a Valentine's Day, but it's in a whole different way. That is a when you comes in and you confess the love. Usually people on Holi, they're wearing clear white robes, white clothes, and the more colors they have on them, the more happiness and love they will have throughout the year. Okay, so celebrating the colors, celebrating the powder that flows everywhere, and that way you're getting that magical pixie dust we're talking about. All right, so talking about the intentions when you actually putting and making the decisions and thinking about them first. Talking about the twin flames when you taking and putting them first. What is your intentions? Intentions is that what it is you like to put, what you intend to do. Okay, this is the things that are based out of your decisions. You intend to be with them, you intend to share love with them, you maybe intend to build a life with them, you may be doing the things with the universe with doing the things with the universe within them. You may be doing a lot of things, whatever your intentions are. The only thing it is where is your intentions are coming from. What is your main objectives of these intentions with in your twin flame? Well, throughout the talks, a lot of the twin flames canceling over the years, a lot of the astrology reports that I did for the twin flames, I see that there was only one thing that was the issue. The issue was lack of going in from personality to spirituality, or the lack of spirituality transforming the personality within. And that's why a lot of the twin flames during the chasing period, they're trying to tell them about what the spirituality is, what the situations is. You try to put all these informations within them. You're trying to get into it. A lot of the twin flames, when they put that intentions of decision and thinking about them first, they actually put him on the top of them right away. They put him on this pedestal or this throne from within them and the kingdom from within them. And for them, they're God. Okay. And what with this making of decisions of this situations for it, Star Seeds, thank you for coming in. Um, with all this, you're learning over the time that they should not be below you. They should not be above you. They should be next to you as a equal, as a quality, and so on and so on. And the personality, right, within and next to you. Hi, JCK CPI. Thank you for coming in. And when they're next to you, you're actually building everything together. So you're not putting them first. But when you put in them first, you looking at within the situations that could lead to codependency. It's like you give them the authority to be the in there. It is about learning to walk together in every area of life. It doesn't matter if that is a family area. It doesn't matter that is a personality development. It doesn't matter if it's a spiritual development. It doesn't matter if it's a business development, wherever that is, karmic situations, whatever that might be. It is about walking together. This is why a lot of the twin flames, when they put things first and you start thinking in the morning, first thing is them. What about you? What are you thinking about yourself? So you focus your intentions in there and you give them the energy that it's yours to them. And guess what? They're okay because you give them the energy and they don't talk to you. They don't care about you. They don't even worry about it. They're okay. You gave them what you have to give them, either telepathically, energetically, and so on. But when you're making the decisions to put them first, you have to look in yourself why you're putting them first in the beginning. And the decisions that you have to do with your twin flame, okay, they have to be shared. Equality, give and take, next to you, partnership. Okay. But if you look at it within the decisions that you're making with your twin flame and you put them first, you look at it inside, you already create inequality because you're here, they're there. And there is the equality, that inequality that is right now, it's leading to a lot of the situations. There is no balance. And it creates more internal work to be made the balance in there, while they should be equal from within. This is the divine connection. God come first, exactly. And looking at within this, when you make these decisions, they can come first. And I said that before. If you getting into Diana, thank you for the reminder. By the way, thank you for welcoming here. And when you look at it on this, that's what I said. You have to let them to God. And this throne that we're talking about, who is ruling from within you, in the Christianity, they say, put Jesus in the throne of you. You have to put God in there. Okay? The universe, the God who's controlling and ruling that connection. And this is why when the two individuals, maybe they have situations, maybe they have communications, maybe they have things going on, but they are both connecting to what? To the universe up there. That's what it is. That's what the Holy Trinity is. Okay? They're connecting in there. And that's what the God has to come first. That's divine connections. If the one or the other individual does not getting into this God coming first, the universe is coming first, then their spirituality will create a weak personality because the twin flame, it is divine connection. And this is why a lot of the people don't get this within them. A lot of the people, they have not evolved into them. That's why you need a lot of talking. That's what you need, this hours and hours communications and so on. But even in the hours and hours of communications, even in the hours and the situations, it has to be done one thing. It's called actions. Actions of both individual into the 3D to prove that energy. The reason for this is that this divine energy, that it's at 5D, 6, 7D, whatever D is, it is up here within the universe to create the conduit to materialize into the 3D. That love that is within the twin flames, within the soul connections, the soul mates, the divine partnerships, it is to be conduit. You to be this cable that provides that energy from above down into the ground. Do you know what happens with this and why is this? Because when there is electricity goes into a cable, it creates a magnetic field, and everyone else can pick it up within. Okay, and that what this is: gravity, the power of the gravity from within, and the frequency that comes in with God, that magical frequency, that vibrations that it's creating. Now, to that energy as a cable comes in, creates this magnetic field. Now it's vibrating. These vibrations, the more powerful those vibrations of those two individuals together they are, this is like a two power cables create the beautiful love that is spreads and other people catching it from within. We did a great work as a twin flames. We did a great work up there, providing informations, providing energies, providing understanding, and so on. Right now, the whole twin flame community is finding it out of one thing. We suck at actions. We suck at performance. We suck at unions. We suck with transformations of getting these energies into actions. But how we have to be personal. And that's what the twin flames talking about. And I love this topic because if you have earthly intentions and using the divine energies for earthly intentions, that's not going to work. because the intentions that it's creating from the universe, it is about creating the paradise, how it's built up there in the heavens. So to be on earth as it is in heaven. And a lot of the people, they have this think is like, yeah, I'm gonna get these divine energies, I'm gonna learn about this, I'm gonna go about that situations, and so on and so on. I'm gonna create all these things and so on. And thinking that these divine energies can be using because, like, yeah, that is a, again, talking about the culture of the spirituality that says like using the spirituality to spread the love. Once you spread the love can help you to achieve what you need. But you have here a these divine blessings of these energies of twin flame. So if your intentions comes first towards them, that about this divine development within them, these divine energies within them, you sending a message to divine to tell them, hey, let them evolve, let them grow up, let them to get this love and understanding this love from within. Okay, it might gonna cost you a price of taking it from within itself. Maybe it's gonna cost you things, living your old life, living your karmic relationships, living real estates, situations, and so on. Have you ever asked yourself the questions why there is so many abandoned mansions, castles, with all kinds of things inside? Because happiness is not the castle, the cars, and the money. The happiness is internal within the soul. The love, it is affair of the soul within the divine, with another person. That's what love is. That is it, the divine affairs from within. So your intentions should be divine comes first, and from the divine, changing the personality to a divine person. But if you cannot change your personality, if you have not growth, if you're still doing mature actions, and you talking about spirituality, guess what? Your actions doesn't match what you are. So you're in a conflict with the twin flame, but you also could be in a conflict within the divine's energies inside. And looking at about thinking about them first, you actually, have to be very aware of your energy, how it goes. Because when you give energy, you don't receive energy. What's going on within you? You're getting exhausted at some point. And once you get exhausted, you're depleted. And now when you're depleted, guess what? You lost everything. You lost hope, dreams, belief, and things. And then you have to go from within. You have to go to a place, you have to heal, you have to go back where? In you, to find out that you should not put them first. Okay? You can put them first next to you, but they have to also choose to put first next to you. And together on that energy, you put God first. That's what this, I have a message for this for you. Okay? And looking at through all these energies that lately there's been, it is that within the twin flame community was brooded. All this, the energy was there. The energy was giving from the universe. The soul was ignited. The energy is beautiful. The energy was incredible. Talking about even like within the 6-7 years that some of the twin flames got awakened, when the whole twin flame community actually blowed up. Okay, the informations about twin flames, it was just like worldwide event. People begin to make a lot of videos, a lot of readings, books, situations, all that came out. Okay, but right now when we look at it in the reality, okay, after all this period, and it's beautiful that tonight we're talking about this, is the aftermath. Where is all the unions? Where is all the people that they're supposed to acting within the twin flames? They haven't developed yet. A lack of the development of self-development, that's what it's lacking. And right now we know what to do. People who are self-developing right now, people who are working within the truth, people who is actually doing their work, they're going to show up with actions. But what kind of actions? Totally new actions. And that's what the new energy comes in. The new energy is coming in for those who are ready for those actions, because he had to mature in order to get the new energies. The universe is not going to be dealing with you if he cannot be performing, if he didn't show up. That's not how it goes. And that's what this topic is very good. It's very great. And right now, I'm going to be looking at to your comments. If you guys have any questions, I would love to. And again, Tiffany H, thank you. If you have any questions or anything to add, please let me know. And let's see. Yes, twin flames are meant to make the world better by putting the two energies together. Power becomes magnified, it's spread out across the globe. Exactly. If you've seen twin flames, people in the same gravity energies within the soul, and you feel it around it, you're going to feel the following: incredible power of love, incredible power of understanding, incredible cooperations of the energy between them, incredible collective speech between them two to others. That is going to be like they're one. They're thinking one, they feel one, the situations is one, all that is one. Then you're going to feel the magic that they have. But that magic, you feel it because other has to see it. This is what you're practicing the twin flame for it. Okay? And then that energy, when it comes in, it does its work. But in order for this is only for like an example. They have to learn the truth in there, to put the truth in that. When they put the truth, then that the union begins. But that also shows them at the beginning for what they are, their abilities, their capabilities of what they could achieve from within. And this is why a lot of during these ignitions, these situations, you all have these energies. Maybe you have a third sight. That's what people ask me, Gio, how can you tell who is a twin flame? Twin flames can tell you only the people they see in you without even you said a word. They're going to come in and they're going to tell you, wow, you guys acting the same. Wow, it doesn't matter how the other side treats universe or God, how it could work if the person don't see things spiritually, but it's still mature person philosophically. You can very good questions actually, Paulina. Thank you so much. So here is what she said. I wonder how much it matters how the other side treats the universe or God. Mm-hmm. How much it matters. Everything. Because you are God's creations. And during to that God creations situations, inside of it, this spirituality, the gift that give you the things that sparks all these energies between you and them, it's thanks to God, thanks to these divine energies inside of you. If you don't treat the universe or God in there, so basically, guess what? You tell them I don't want to have a relationship with universe or God within me. I want to go ahead and stick it out within my logic, my psychology situations, my things that I want to do. And guess what? There is no connections in there. All of a sudden, things are the ones that were ignited and so on. All of a sudden, they're not there. The magic is not there. The love is not there. The energies exchange is not there. The things are already damaged. And that's how, with some of the twin flames, it is developed karma. But what kind of karma is developed with universe? And some of the people are not aware of this. Some of the people, they're not looking at in this. So does it really matter? Yes, it does. And that's what the universe is asking you for, responsibility and an accountability. What the heck did you do? Okay, you ask for happiness. You develop here. You came here to this earth. You are on these situations. You ask us. You beg us to find love, happiness. We brought the best thing for you. Now, why did you not perform? And that's what comes in all this going down in the hole, the path, and the situations in there, because of the maturity. Because if you mature in the spirituality and so on, uh, then the spirituality changes your personality of going up. You may be mature psychologically, or you think you're mature. But when we're talking about working with the energies, talking about working within the divine, you maybe know the whole psychology inside of it. You know what is the funny part, Paulina? When psychologist comes in and they're like, we never learn anything about spirituality and the soul, and I'm my twin flame, I'm gonna need your help, dear. Guess what? Doesn't matter. You can know the whole psychology in there. But when it comes in to the energies, when it comes in for working with the love, with the vibrations, with the gravity that it's within the twin flames, the psychology doesn't have answers, because psychology is studied of psychology disorders. What is wrong? What are the twin flames? They show up the answer that you have to develop your spirituality from within yourself to heal, to understand the spirituality, to heal the personality, so it can have no psychology situations in there. You can be mature of psychology and you can say, because the psychology is based on the relationships, while the energies exchanges, while everything else is based on the spirituality. Okay, so the one, if you look at it within, I was talking about the psychology and the twin flame communities. A lot of the psychologists, they look at the problem. Yeah, this is an empath, narcissist situations. Yes, that could be. That's what that could have been. That's what the situation is. That could have been leading, and so on, and so on. Where is the healing? I asked the psychologist, where is the healing? Give us a answers of healing. And guess what? All led to one thing. All the psychology disorders, immaturity. That is the root cause failure when people have psychology issues. Immaturity. What kind of maturity? Personality. Where the personality maturity comes in from? Spirituality. What did they have within themselves? The relationships within themselves that are immature. So that's what it is coming for. And when we focus the intentions of this immaturity, the more immature actions happen, and then the whole thing goes and blows up from within. That is why the connections of the twin flame, it's called awakening, ignition. You to do things that you never done before. You to be reborn. You to learn the new things. You to understand all these energies. You to understand the God-given gift that you're like a God creation. A lot of it, it comes in with the spiritual maturity inside. So that's what I will answer. Great questions, by the way. Matthew, thank you for coming in. Tiffany, submit the journey within you that will will come. Yes, when you put the journey from within, you're looking within yourself, and then you understand what will come, because you understand the most principle that is in the universe, the principle of here, now, and the reality. And you guys know that phrase. It is what it is. Yeah, a lot of the people, when they said that be careful with a person who it is what it is. Do you know why that is? because these people, they understand these principles. Those are situations of here and now, not what happened 5 days ago, not what happened 1 year ago. What is it right now? Your action shows up. What is it right now? So if your connections, your soul connection is not great, then something happened in there. Somebody didn't mature, somebody didn't grow, somebody is not truthful, somebody is not this, and this, and leads to these actions. So guess what? The energy is not working anymore. The door is shut. So yes, and what will come will come. You grow up. One you should be looking at to pay attention to your own self is that when you build this spirituality that teaches you how you should be with your twin flame from divine perspective, you actually coaching your personality, your old personality, with the new reality that you are twin flame. And by doing it this, you're actually overriding this system inside of you of this. And that's how you're teaching your personality and you become divine personality that creates actions on the base of these divine energies. And by doing it this, you're not focused anymore within the 3D situations, because the 3D situations are 3D situations. The 3D situations are coming when the answers are about the needs to be created in the 3D reality. This is the time when you put things together with your twin flame, and it's like, okay, we need to do this. We need to build this situations. We need to build our nest. We need to go ahead and build our life. We need to go ahead and build company, or build a house, build a garage, or build our divine relationships. Actions are coming there in 3D. But if you have not caught yourself and you have not override your personality, doesn't matter how much divine energies or the divine situations is, you have not done this inner process of that informations, create a new personality, you're going to be able to fail. That's what, when you do these things, you change your personality in according to the new divine energies within yourself, you find yourself at peace. Otherwise, you all guys know when you don't do things from your soul. Intense energies is like Dio. There is a lot of intense energies within me. What's going on? And you have to look at the charts, look at the current energies, tells you part of your old self, so you can allow the divine energies to come in. And you're like, I didn't understand. I didn't get it. This. Oh, you will get it. Because guess what? When the soul is talking into you, you are kind of like, no, what about that? I'm looking at for my intentions, what I want. I'm like the blind horses. Take the blinders off, take the situations out, look at it the left and right. There is more energies out there, more situations out there. And 10, you're improving your personality from within. It's lagging. Sorry if it's lagging. It's not my fault for it. So that's what is. I don't know. Did I missing the chat or something? Yeah, probably I did. Diana, good point, Dio. Bold people have to have pulled their dark energies, false ideology, etc., before they can unite the God's inner world. Oh yeah, this could be involved a lot of work. That could be from personality differences, then culture situations, parents, kids, material views, possessions, so on and so on. And they have to do this exactly. Diana, psychology discounts the soul altogether. Soul has no money. You know what? I give you a big applause about this. But you know what? The collective is sicknesses, so they need psychologists. And you need to understand, when you connect psychology with spirituality, there's something good happen. More better healing goes in there. To some of the people who, some of you are here actually. that I did astrology, astrogravitational report for you, and I put spirituality and the psychology coming in together, you understand the value of all this. And you understand that twin flame needs the psychology, but the psychology needs also the twin flames dynamics and spirituality that we're bringing in, because we give that answers that psychologists can't. But at the same time, if you look at it, the problems that we have in the twin flames community, the psychologists can see it because they see and they say it's a personality issues. So now when you put both of them together, you eliminate yourself, and now the inner work is actually going like this, straight ahead. So you need both. But yes, so has no money. Exactly. I just find out quite limiting. Okay, I just answered this. Erica, yesterday I had experience having with my 12 RB of energy, illuminating the whole dojo. We trained from the beginning to the end. I feel so happy, peaceful. That is an example of this. Because every time when the twin flames walk in, they're walking with the inner peace. If there is intentions between them, they're walking with these intentions. And let me tell you, the whole dojo is going to be like, you're not doing this right, you're not doing this okay. And they're not going to know why they're angry. Because the anger, you need to understand, twin flames got to be very aware of their vibrations all the time. Because the vibrations attract things or emitting things. And you got to be very careful once you're awake. What are you doing with this? Some of the people who had a negative situations, negative energies, they're losing the gift. They're losing the gift because the personality overcome the spirituality. Okay? It happens. It happened to some people because they were looking for money, not for the spirituality growth. And that's what it comes in, as Diana said. So has no money. Grande, the intention must be truthful and authentic based on love, and there will be to get. Yes. Yours, if they are based on this truth and intentions and so on, and you deliver it, then you fulfill your part. What about your partner? If they were not truthful, if that is not what this is, then they're going into the downfall path in there. And that's exactly what you said there. Grande is the intentions have to be purity of truth, pure truth with everything. Not like, oh, I can tell him this, but then he's going to do that, and that's so wrong. Or I can just pretend, or I can just be like this, or I can follow in this advice of these people who are not twin flames, or I can be doing like the old ways. I know this is how it works. Or I can hide these things. Oh boy. That's what the intentions, they have to be truthful. And life is going to teach you on that truth. If you're not your truth, life is going to teach you. Exactly, Grande. Okay? Very beautiful. Actually, tonight is like very beautiful because we're talking about the moon is in Libra, and now we're talking about this balance. It's as you see it, we're balancing this stuff. Love it. Thank you. Thank you all for here. All right, let's see the rest. Erica, what means one of the most rare things in the color green pops up? The green as my name in the chat. Okay, there is people choose this one way or another, or there is a situations there. The green, I need to understand the green color. That is the color of the central chakra. That is your center. That is your heart chakra, the love inside of it. Right in here, it just expands if you feel these vibrations inside of it. And the green brings the inner peace. When you're in the inner peace, that energy of green comes out of you, just spreads out for it. And it's very beautiful healing energy. As Paulina said, that is the healing of love. While if you are working with the universe energies, You allow the energies just to comes in from the universe and pass it in. It doesn't go in you. You're not doing anything with this energy. The energy comes from the universe and bounce back and goes into the person. You're just conduit for it. That energy doesn't have color. That energy only have purity inside. That is a pure universe energies inside. So if you see a colors is attaching into all this. Juanita, I have a different personalities based on how I'm treated. It is my mid, uh, multidimensional self. Yeah, but the one personality is you. And if you have different personalities within how you're treated, that's mean that you develop different personality for according to the issues you have instead of have one true personality within yourself. That can lead to a multi split personality or multi situations from within you and conflicts inside. So you have to be very different. You don't have to be different with things. The only thing with different you might be is you may have to, if you're an empath, you need to understand that through the empaths, this is happening because they're aligning with the energy with the others. And they created the same field so they can welcome the same energy that comes in with them. So basically, if somebody watch you with love, you're meeting that love. Somebody's watching you with this thankfulness or this beautiful. You're doing the energies exchange that way. That's what the energies are coming in. When somebody comes in with a lot of kind of like a energy of intimacy, sexuality, and so on, you're like this situations. Now you develop different personality those within because your energy is moving out of there. So it's all about what do you do and what how you handle this. But you should be truthful to yourself, not to have for it. You might look at it and treat the people the same. But sometimes the people, when they don't treat you right, you took different actions. The people like, what are you doing this? Because you see something that other people's don't. Okay, so there is gotta be looking at the both sides of these issues. Why you're doing it this, and if you look from it in yourself, it's gonna be finding the reason, the situations for it. Pallavi, thank you for coming here. Thank you for the love and the stars. For if you're celebrating Holi, happy Holi to you. Erica, I have to go. Okay, Erica, have a good one. Juanita, it protects me from other personality becomes me. I still abuse thinking and just be normal. You need to stop talking about the abuse periodically. When you're talking to the abuse, you're feeding the abuse, you're feeding the memories of the abuse, and you're still stuck in there. So if you look from within yourself, I will tell you the write off right now within all this, you have to stop talking at the point at some point because you're still attaching to these energies. Okay, you still look at it within them. It's in the past. Okay, it was abusive, abusive. Let it go. Let these energies out. It doesn't help you anymore in your life, and go forward. Move it forward. Okay. Pallavi, thank you for the greetings. Unseen set says lagging. Hopefully the lagging stops. There is nothing I can do about this. It's probably because right now here is about 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and today is a here in Bulgaria at least. The internet is overused right now because of 8th of March. Everyone sends this congratulations. Best wishes to all the females. A lot of love messages are going on, floating around, and so on and so on. So there is a lot going on. So if it's lagging, I want to apologize, but it's beyond my control. Pallavi, I was emotionally blocked for many months. I'm slowly healing. Now, as I'm seeing more peace and love in my divine connection, it felt good. Healing myself and honest, more myself by trying to heal him. Exactly. You, with the honesty, healing from within you, you actually begin to be that example as an energy, how he can do it. If they're not able to do it, they have issues with their own situations. This could be all the very known issues within the twin flames. That could be age gap, culture differences, situations differences, so on and so on. Okay, that could be so much in there. But by you doing it this, you become example. And when the next time they see you, or the next time they're talking to you, next time it goes in, there is going to be this example for them. Would they going to follow it? Probably yes, probably no. If they feel like they can't, they can't. Either you can or cannot. Okay, that's what it is. That's what Yola said. Either try or do. Otherwise, if you say try, you just failed because you did not do. So yes, to all those people who actually did this doing. So when you put the word trying, you're actually not doing. So when you do heal, you're gonna figure out all this from within you for it. Um, Thanks, Gio. Happy Holi to you. Hope everyone has beautiful March. Yes, thank you. No try attach to me with my family and children for ex manipulator. You gotta look at it within this ex situations. There is a lot of ex. That's what they are. Ex. Okay, that's what it is. Ex. You cut that out. Situations is someone, and you have to heal right now from within you. Okay, Juanita, and yes, no trying to attach. Okay, yes, it's fine now. On Cetus, and yes, no trying to attach. Okay, yes, it's fine now. On Cetus set, thank you, Juanita. What is a happy holiday? Holi, it is the day of spring, and it's mostly celebrated within in Asia. And if you look at it, Holi, okay, that is a about the colors, the happiness and love. Okay, the people going out in the street, there is a lot of prayers for a happiness, for a very beautiful spring, because the spring, that is it when the seeds are planted. But that is also the time in there when the people are falling in love. And during with all this mixed energy, during the holy festivals, they are going in Asia. They have one day before the holy and the one day after the holy. All this, there is a more with into it, but during the holy festival, the more things about it is about the happiness and the love. The more colorful love is, and there is actually comes in, they put some colors, they throwing at the colors towards you. You maybe get colors and putting all over yourself and so on, and tend to you get that colors of love, happiness. Okay, that beautiful happiness that comes in during that festival, and the people who are loving themselves during a holiday, and they comes in and they are marking their love, and they say, well, I already marked you with the colors of love, and you're all over with these colors, kind of like your mind. But it's what this is now, kind of like in a nutshell, giving you about this holiday. Granted, we must all be free ourselves from everything we have experienced that we have been painful, especially important now. Exactly, that's what this purging period is right now. Some of the people will not agree with me. Some of the people will agree with me. That is all depends of the people. Okay. But I'm not going to fight on this. I'm not going to fight it at all. Even though that Kaipacho said, like, yeah, some people are going to face their limitations during Pisces, Saturn and Pisces. So that's what this is. We can do anything. Somebody's going to learn lessons in that Pisces situations and Saturn. He talked about this. Okay, he's doing the astrology for the soul weekly reports in there, and he's like, it is what it is. We're all practicing this for it. You need to understand that most of the astrologers, they're not talking about spirituality and situations. They're talking about business, money, relationships, who's going to love you, what to do, what you can, and so on and so on, and about 3D matters. But when it comes into the spirituality, that's a whole other different story in there. But there was a lot of reports for very good astrologers who actually does that, and they're like, end of the 30-year cycles. I posted on the Facebook. Whoever read it, read it. Whoever didn't read it, I know what it goes. People who has to know, they will find it and they will read it. Okay, so that's what goes on. All right, so I'm not gonna ask you, anymore for currently for a topic because I'm not gonna take my notes with me. All I'm gonna take is my laptop, and I have a surprise for you tomorrow. In there, but probably on Saturday, I'm gonna do something special. We'll see how the things are gonna be, and for it because I'm traveling, you guys know about it. If any of you need something, you can message me. I want to have some Facebook, but I'm not going to be able to have so much time for communications. Okay, because tomorrow I have spiritual talks that I need to do. Then I want to see my cousins, and then I want to see my aunt. And please, that's what kind of less. But if any of you need some energies checkup, where you live right now, we can do it and so on. But I'm going to have my regular puff with you. If you guys have some any more questions or anything you want to share, anything you wanted to discussing in the next, give it a take 20-30 minutes, I'm here for you. And again, thank you all for the great chant. It was beautiful tonight. Pallavi, yes, Sunita, it's a quite colorful and lively event. I live in a Sydney though. They're celebrating Holi in pretty much a lot of countries. They're celebrating Holi. Actually, when I was living in the States, I was very close to a Hindu temple where they actually have that. It's called Balaji Temple, Pallavi. We've been quite a few times in there. And I have a friend, so I have a lot of friends from India, and I'm planning to go to India. And from India, yes, Pallavi, probably next year. From India, I'm going to go to Australia. I have a promise to fulfill there to very special people, very special people. And I want to see if I can be able to have a koala with me as a pet. We'll see how it's going to turn. Yeah. I would prefer to have a big brown bear. There it's a European brown bear. If you guys don't know, there is a very beautiful celebrity bear called Stepan on YouTube, and he's very domesticated in there. Would love to have one of those, but I will be happy with a koala. Hello, Dio. Been a while. Hope you're doing great. Actually, I'm not doing that much great. Okay, been purging, detoxifying. I had a complications after surgery. I'm still a little bit here sore for But overall, working on the energies, and that's why I didn't kind of like get energies exchange with people, but that's what it was. That my example was actually to the universe, and I'm like, okay, we have to do this for, um, and uh, yeah, for so, but not to have it as pet. Whoops. I want to bring the koala into Spain. There are also palm trees in there and situations they can live into the olive trees. Mm. I have to dig into this. I'm really up into digging into this and so on. Paulina, can you comment on the 7 years? Is there is a such a thing in spirituality to inflame community? 7 years. Seven, it's a very magical number in there. And I'm going to talk to you first of all. They're talking about luck, angels, numbers 777. But actually, today we went out to pay for a gas, and guess what my gas was? 8888. For I didn't make the pictures because the numbers kind of like I'm posting a lot of numbers over the years. Right now, I only recognize that. But look at that Grande 7777 in there. The 7 year cycle, if you look at it within you, where the cycle right now in Pisces is. So where it is going to be the 7th zodiac sign, all the way back from Pisces. Guess what you're going to find, Paulina? It's what? Virgo. Inside of you. Maybe portions of Leo as well. It all depends where the cycle started, what the growth. The growth begins with Leo 10 and transfer into Virgo to heal, to look, to mature, to be ready. In Virgo, there is the part up there that you maturing as a female, as a mother, or understanding as a female, as a mother. Because after that, the energy moves where? In Libra. The partnerships, the relationships, and the situations. So if you have to look at the 7 years cycle, you go from Pisces, you go back into Aquarius, you go back into Capricorn, you go all the way back where the 7 year situations were. Okay? Because the sun, all right? You look at it, go back in there. Since you're Virgo, you're going to look inside of you. Okay? I mean, I can tell you about 7 years ago what was the astrology in there. Let me look. I can give you a heads up on that. Actually, it's pretty good questions astrology-wise. And right now, we're going to put what have you been doing 7 years ago. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 2016. So guess what's 2016 what it was? The North Node. The North Node was in Virgo, and Jupiter was in Virgo, and it was opposing Neptune and the Sun. That was in Pisces. And if you look at it on that, if you look at it, that energies, there was a divine energies in there from Lilith that was in Libra 7 years ago. That's maybe understanding the difference between love and lust. And in that situations, if you were talking about just exactly 7 years from now, in there was a lot of intense energies. There was intense energies with Mars, who just came out of the Scorpio. There is oppositions with Chiron and the Sun that were together. There is a healing within the authority that it needs to be happen. It was opposing the north node. That means it was in the south node. So maybe you have to look at it more than just 7 years. Maybe you have to look at it previously, before the 7 years. What did you learn to perform on that 7 years? Because 7 years ago, you may did something very important that you thought you were ready. And you made a lot of mistakes on these 7 years because you weren't told you were ready. Now, when you go back, you understood that you are not ready. You are not ready because of what? Yeah, you're gonna look the reasons. Maybe you didn't have example of the situations. You maybe didn't know the things that you know now. You maybe didn't look at it the way you look at it, the society and the point of view of the way of life. Maybe now you as a awakened person, you looking at the energies truly a different way. Now you understand what the lesson was with them 7 years. But you may have to look also, go back, maybe looking at family karma, maybe look at friendships, maybe looking at things that was old programming, maybe programming of someone, something that happened in there. And that's what I'm going to give you, kind of like as an advice, you to look inside. But 7 years ago, man, this energy was not pretty, because there is basically mostly red, intense energies. For yes, it was. Pallavi. Oh, Elizabeth, they eat eucalyptus. Maybe then I have to have eucalyptus trees before I try to get a koala in there. Whoa. Okay, you have to study, Elizabeth. I love if you can help with that. The energy's gonna help with this. We'll see. Pallavi, I don't realize that I was saying when I was say trying versus actually just doing it. I needed to focus more on the healing work. It's clear now. Happy. Okay. Yeah, I understood back at if Yaren came out publicly as a twin flame, that's mean I'm not a twin flame. Boy, that was a lot of inner fight within me, trying to be something and practicing to be that something. There was a fight within me, but I knew I had to do it. I had to cross these lines, because a lot of the people had to knew what is actually is. With all that knowledge within me, I was like, what I'm going to do with this knowledge? Bury it within me, bury it, hide it? No, it's a gift to you. You have to give it to the world. What I'm going to do? Write something, make something. Boy, I write it quotes, I write it articles. Since my grammar is sucks really in both Bulgarian and English language, people were all the time making a comments in situations. Dio, fix your grammar. Feminine and feminine. Oh boy, one of the things that it is what it is, right? Until Mara Kelly comes in, Dio, stop with the writing, making videos, please. It's gonna be much better for you. Your spoken language is much better than writing. And there you go. The problem was solved. Yeah. But yes, it's wonderful to look back and see how far we have come. Yes. A lot of the people who follow here from the old, now right now they are in this evolution state together. We're all traveling together. We're moving on together. And some of the people from before these situations are. And it's good. We keep going with the journey. We keep going on with the things for it. Because right now we getting the both sides of the coins. We look at personality, spirituality, the all coming in one. And it's going to be a people who's going to come in, the people who did the inner work. Okay. Juanita, and everything went well, but he ended going back with her. he made the choices. His personality, maybe his personality, he not facing the changes through his spirituality. Or maybe he saw that within you there is a different personalities of actions. He's like, if you didn't put one person that I know I'm going to deal with one situation, so I need to, maybe that could have been. But you have to, the truth from within you, if you have communications for it and so on. But you need to look inside. The answer is always in you for it. So if he go back with her, he choose her. That is his right to choose it. You cannot blaming, shaming, guilting, and so on. If your soul connection, your twin flame, choose it to um, not be with you, they abandon you, they don't care about you, and so on and so on, and they don't want to be with you. That is the choices made it from them. It doesn't matter personality or spirituality. Actions. The action says everything. They have their own reasons. They have their own situations. Wish them good luck if that's the situations for it. Maybe come back and they're trying to get into this. You're trying to see it as for it. If they lost the trust within you, or you lose the trust within with them, or so whatever the situations is, then the connection is dissolving. That's it. It's done. Boom. Karma's developed. Next time, next life, next lifetime situations for it. So there is a lot of. You have to look more within the deep issues. First of all, you have to look within the issue of the separation. The issue of separation says everything in there. What it was, what the situations was. That was a culture, that was a family, that was the personality issues, that was the financial issues, that was the actions issues. Everything is there. In there. You go in there. So whatever caused to separate you from within, for it, maybe she was giving you to him something that you were not able to. Maybe he was looking emotional maturity that maybe you have not developed yet. Whatever the situation might be, it's just things coming out of my head right now. So that's what I'm thinking about it. Paulina, one last questions of top. What do you see as the illumination stage in the personal development? Illumination state, that is a never to judge, but to see the both sides of the issue. That's what the illuminations is. You to be like the judge and court that listen the both sides during a conflict. That's what illuminations I can tell you. That is the balance with Libra. As a Libra, that's what the illuminations is. That is it to create balance between energies, between situations, between things for it. That's what the people in the 3D they made the judgments system for it. Is fair, unfair? Who knows? That is a belong to the judgment. The man-made laws for it. But if you look at it in the spirituality, inside of it, in there, who has the right to make this call? You? No. That's why you're giving the injustice, the unsituations, and so on. You're given to the universe. And you have to seek a balance within the situations from within you. You have to put that higher level of personality development within yourself, not only to looking at the one side, what it's about me, what I'm going to be gaining, what I'm going to be. At the same time, you look at that side. You have to look at it. Otherwise, you're abandoning yourself. You're going to be like, okay, what about others? What I can give others? What I can develop within others? And then you illuminating yourself. It has that fine line in there that by giving to others, you're giving also to yourself. That's what the giving is the most precious gift. And if you have need of giving, give it. You're going to learn a lot about that. Okay? That's what this is giving. You You're going to learn that maybe so you give to people who do not appreciate, and so on and so on. That way, you're going to learn to look from within yourself, to be careful the people you give it. You put boundaries. That's the healthy boundaries from within you as energy inside. But if you look at within it is by giving, you helping the people to heal from within them, and from the healing within them, they kind of like giving you the energies exchange back. Same thing like some of the people, they give me the energies exchange back in here, or people giving me situations and so on and so on within. But first of all, it comes in the universe that gives you all this, and you doing for the universe is thankful to you. And that is this illumination part with the light, with the universe inside, with that life energy that is right now. That energy that gives life. That is also the path of the creations. All this it's connecting within. Okay? So that is what this personal development is. That is required, that personality from within work with everything. Everything. Kind of like put you in a place like you've been in a God, but your God creations to be God-like. And some of these things are forgotten, forbidden to talk about it, because if everyone is like this, people will not, because if everyone is like this, people are not going to take advantage of other people. You're actually going to be living in the paradise. Everyone wants to live in a paradise, but nobody wants to do the work to live in a paradise. And that, as society, needs to change. And the age of Aquarius is going to brown that issues big time. How come for thousands of years the humanity had not reached this state? How long are you going to be doing this? Okay, you have a business. Great, be a business. You got to have workers to workers. Great. Are you treating your employees as a soul? Are you paying them fairly so they can have a happy family? So the universe can give more blessings to your business, sir? All this, it's coming in there for. So, yeah. Pallavi, haha, dear, I admire your humble honesty and humor. Thank you for the clarity. You're welcome. I accept that others do as they do without judging. It is the balance. Juanita, what did I missed there? I skip a story there. Yeah. Juanita, Dio, I had a very good and a bad dream. Oh, that's what you're talking about? Dio, I had a very good and a bad dreams of my twin flame. We finally met after not seeing each other since teenage life. He wanted to introduce me to his ex and show her who I was to him. That is a choice that he wanted to see. Probably wanted to see your reactions about what is his progress, his life, and so on. Don't know for his really agenda. I cannot tell you this. Usually the man should not doing this past and the current ex and so on and so on. Usually that creates a conflict from within himself, but also within you and his wife, and to show you who you are for him and so on. Maybe if he's got a conflict with her, is because he wants to be with you, but also maybe he wanted to show to her she to become like you. So it's all this is talking about the situations that could be for so many reasons, Juanita, and it all depends of what it was his agenda could be, what is the situations for it. But either way, that is a not really proper, if you ask me, for it, because this is like you trying to sit between two chairs, and you meet the two chairs, but you're always gonna fall off one way or another. and so forth. That's what there is a one story that says like if you chasing two rabbits, you're not gonna catch none of them. And the person, maybe you TTF inside of it, he's alone. He's alone when it's with her because maybe missing you, and he when it thinks about you, he's alone while he's there. This is why I said to the people that when you come to this case scenarios, you learn the love in the soul, crying out loud, be honest with your soul, the way you feel inside. Because right now, within this case and situations that I was saying it before, you're creating more mess with this than anything. Much better is divorce, be a personal example to your kids. And it says like, I learned this love. This is the best, beautiful thing that happening to me. It may have good or bad end or whatever it is. But you do the truth, you teach your kids into the truth if you have a kids. Other than that, you show up the divine that you have the truth with you and the guts to do it. You have the truth to the both parties, to your wife and to your twin flame or soulmate and so on. This is the incredible value that was understood long time, and the people don't understand that. People don't understand that. So I don't know the whole story. I don't know what he did and why he did it. But out of masculine perspective, this should not be. It's not proper. Let me tell you this. It's not proper. It's gonna hurt situations inside. So yeah. Pallavi, admire your humble. Oh, Pallavi, thank you. Thank you for the energies exchange and so on. I appreciate it so much. Let me know if anything I can do for you. Maybe helping you within your chart and the energies for it. I appreciate it for it. But you say that that was in the dreams only. Is that is your dreams or that was your fears? Because the dream and the fear, sometimes the fears create the dreams, Juanita. Okay? The fears can create a lot of nightmares inside of it. Okay. Annalie Quibi, one fire time. Okay. Well, thank you for coming into the chat. Glad to see you here. I have met a few soulmates in over the years. Then I found my twin flame. Now I've just hooked up with my twin flame, and we are one flame in two different bodies. Usually, people go through a lot of twin flame situations, soulmates, as you explained in there, until they meet the twin flame, and they can be within the twin flame in situations. And from that standpoint, if you're in a union right now, on the league, that is very awesome. That is a very great from within. Now the question is what you are going to go and do with this. You're going to be the example from within. Together, you and him being an example of partnership, of relationships, of friendships, of love, of understanding. Show them how the paradise is built within the family inside. So, yeah, that is my wish to you. Hopefully, you and your twin flame reach that state. Hopefully. Okay. Yeah, it's meant to be. Namaste to you and your twin flame, if that is meant to be, and so on. All right, guys. To end these sessions about the intentions, you have to understand that intention goes where the energy will flow. But also you need to understand the energy flows, whether the intentions or attentions, you have to pay for it. goes. That is the two-way of the gravity of the energies. Push, pull, send, received. There are two different ways, guys. And you have to understand to have the balance within. Don't put your twin flame above or below you. Don't put them in front of you or behind you, next to you. Because if they are not next to you, they're someplace else. There is something else. And if the first situations are coming in, guys, okay, about them, you need to understand the first thing is not about them. The first thing is you and them togetherness, your union togetherness. But if you go and you pay attention to what they should do, what they need to go, and so on, if they don't have the personality of catching up what they need to do, what is the proper way, what is they need to do, what is the situations they gotta get into it, they haven't matured. They maybe understand the situation from within, but there is a difference between operating from logic and just trying to understand logic with love. Love doesn't have a logic, okay? And then understand the love and the point of spirituality and the way that love is actually the love is the deliverer of the goddess divine energies in you, because love is an affair of the soul. That's what this is. Anna Lee, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for your kindness. If it's anything that I can do and help in there, can talk and situations, I highly appreciate it. Kind of like giving you the energy back in there. You know, I send it out, you give it back. Now it's my turn to give it back. That's how I operate in there. If you have anything for you or you need some master gravitational report for you, I'll be able to help you out. Pallavi, take care of you. See you soon and safe travels. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it for the safe travels and so on. Hopefully, the divine is going to be with us. Hopefully, the divine is going to be doing everything within us and so on. And let it be what it's meant to be, because it is what it is. It was what it was. It is what it is. And it will be what it's going to be. And that's what, guys, I'm leaving you. Love you so much. Thank you for the beautiful chat today. Thank you for the beautiful sharing and beautiful questions and the beautiful conversations we have and the energies exchanges. Love you guys, and I will see you on Saturday, unless tomorrow is going to be a surprise for you. Okay? Love you too. Have a good one, guys. Let's share the love here. Be love, guys.